Hey everyone, what I'm about to tell you, I've barely spoken about it until now. Not because I thought no one would believe me, but because just saying it out loud makes that feeling come crawling back. It was fall 2019. I was doing fieldwork for my folklore studies in a remote town in New Hampshire, Blackwater Falls. You wouldn't find it on most maps. The houses there looked like they'd been rotting since the 1800s, dark wood stained by time, and something else. Something older. I checked into this place called the Hollow Inn. The owner was an old woman who barely spoke. When I signed the register, she just stared at me and whispered, "Don't open your window after midnight." I laughed it off, just small town superstition, right? Wrong. That night, around 1 a.m., I woke up to a scratching sound, like fingernails, dragging slowly across the door. I told myself it was the wind, but the windows were shut tight, and the hallway was dead silent. I held my breath, and the sound stopped. But the second I lay back down, knock, knock, knock. 3 knocks, perfectly spaced. I crept to the door and peered through the peephole. Nothing, empty hallway. I turned away, and the knocking came again, louder this time. Against my better judgment, I cracked the door open. 2 boys stood there, maybe 10 years old, wearing identical gray suits from another century, ties crooked, hair dripping wet, as if they'd walked through a storm, except the hallway floor, bone dry, not a single drop, and their eyes completely black, no whites, no pupils, just endless voids. In unison, they said, "Sir, we're lost. Can we come in? It's so cold outside." My hands started shaking. I knew that legend, the black-eyed children. Stories say they appear near lonely roads or old inns, always at night, always acting to be let inside. Some witnesses claim that once they cross your threshold, the lights go out, time bends, and sometimes people vanish forever. I forced my voice steady. "Sorry, I don't allow visitors." One of them tilted his head slowly and then smiled. A smile too wide, too knowing for a child. "But you're all alone, aren't you?" My blood turned to ice. I slammed the door, threw the deadbolt, and dragged a chair against it. The moment I turned around, flicker. The lights went out. Total darkness. Then the doorknob started turning. Click, 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 click. Slow, deliberate. I curled up in the corner of the bed, clamping a hand over my mouth so I wouldn't scream. And then a whisper slipped under the door, so close it felt like it was inside my ear. "We know you're in there. You can't run." I didn't sleep, not a wink. When dawn finally broke, the sound stopped. I burst out of the room, only to find the entire inn empty. No staff, no guests. The old woman, gone. On the front desk lay a yellowed note in faded ink. They were here in 1843. They never left. Later, I dug through town records. In 1843, 7 children vanished during a blizzard in Blackwater Falls. Their shoes were found lined up neatly outside the church the next morning, soaking wet, filled with black ash, like cremated bone. Since that night, I haven't stayed in an old house alone, and I never, ever answer the door after dark, because I know they're still looking for a way in.